It's your boy Angelo Savage. Make sure you subscribe. Let's go.
While buy now, pay later loans have been in use for big ticket items for years, new data is showing that a growing number of American consumers are using the payment method for everyday items. A recent survey from LendingTree finds that a quarter of consumers are using these payment plans for groceries. That is up 14% from just a year ago.
Good Lord.
The survey found groceries to be the fourth most common buy now, pay later purchase among Gen Zers, trailing behind clothing, technology, and home decor. CBS News Money Watch correspondent Kelly O'Grady joins us with more on this. I mean, we keep seeing this rise in buy now, pay later items, whether it's for Coachella tickets. But what does it say to you that people are using this now to buy groceries?
Well, guilty. I did use it for Coachella tickets, Nancy.
All right.
I will add myself.
But I was going to say other people, but it's good to know.
Groceries, though. I mean, we saw one of the buy now, pay later services do a partnership with DoorDash, right? Getting food delivery as well.
I made a video about
that. And it really
that.
speaks to the fact that people are dipping into these alternative ways than just, hey, I've got the money.
Right.
I'm going to be able to pay it on my next credit card statement, or I'm going to be able to pay it with the money in my account by using a debit card. And what can be dangerous about these BNPL services is you feel like you've got more room in your budget than you actually do.
Right.
Because you say, hey, that's future Kelly's problem, that's future Nancy's problem, and you start to add multiple BNPLs to your docket that month instead of thinking, oh, wow, I've already committed to this payment in the future. But at the same time, it also does allow cash-strapped folks to make some of those purchases that are essential.
Sure. It's one thing when it's Coachella tickets, but it's another thing when you hear that people are using it just to get by on their day-to-day life. I want to ask you about the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. It has downgraded its economic growth outlook for the...
All right, let's just stop it at that. Now, look. So, BNPL, buy now, pay later. Why are we buying now and paying later, right? Look, now what she said, she used it for Coachella tickets. Now, Coachella, is a festival. You might end up paying $400-500. So what you do is I want to lock in this ticket so then it don't sell out. Ticket might be $500. I'm gonna pay $100 a week until it's time for the trip. Hey. Same thing, because they'll give you a thing. Like Rolling Loud has their own buy now, pay later. Like the tickets would be $450, you know what I'm saying? So they'll be like, all right, just give us $75 every 2 weeks until it's paid off. But they don't send it to you until it's time. So like they don't give you something and then you use it and then you still got to pay for it. No, you got to pay for it before they even send you out the ticket for real. Now, that's different. I like that. That's way better. That means until I fully pay for this ticket, the little wristband, y'all don't send me it out. I like that way better. Now, the buy now, pay later, what they talking about is you go in the store, buy some groceries like Carna or something, buy some groceries, they pay you for the groceries, and then you pay it on your next paycheck or the paycheck after that. Or you start doing payment plans for every 2 weeks. Now, rumor says it that Carna is actually in debt, and they had to fire a lot of employees because they have way more debt than they had last year because more people are using this payment plan option. And this is how it works. You ask the company for a certain amount of money. They're like, all right, connect your Chase account to it. And when you get paid, we'll just take it directly out your next paycheck. But we'll tell you how much we taking out exactly. So you spend $300 in a thing, and you tell them, okay, we're gonna pay it off in 2 weeks or 4 weeks. In 2 weeks, they're gonna hit you for the $150. Another 2 weeks, gonna hit you for another $150. If you pay $300 or $400 for $200, right? And then it's just a strategy. So basically, what she's saying is you're promising money for the future. So then that money that you need, you don't have. This is the reason why it's a bad thing, because now you're spending money that you don't have already right now, then money in the future that you won't need for those same groceries that you're going to need again later, that money is going to be taken for the groceries you paid for 2 weeks before. Yeah, it's a slippery slope. You don't want to get into a little hole like this. And they said Gen X is doing it. Now, contract tickets is one thing, right? But I heard people are doing this for vacations. People are taking personal loans out for vacations. They're using credit. I wouldn't even recommend using the credit cards. I see a couple content creators out here and they're telling people that you're dumb if you're using your debit. No, you're smart. Because not everybody's going to use a credit card at an adequate way. They're not going to use their credit card and pay the statement off immediately, or when the statement comes, pay it all off. Most people aren't going to do that. They're going to feel like they're swiping that credit card and that they have excess money. No. You don't have that money in your account, you shouldn't be spending it. So that's why I tell people don't touch your credit card at all. Most people aren't going to use it the correct way. So instead, just don't use it. Just use debit. A wise man, and this is a Mexican guy that told me this, he said, you know how you save your money? Only use cash. So you know exactly what you got. Don't spend more than you got in your hand or your pocket. Cool. Debit card, you might look at something in the store, swipe. Oh, that's $10, swipe. Oh, that's 15, 30 something, swipe. If you got cash in your hand, you might have 100, throw 100 on there, right? They give you some change. Then you got to buy something else. You're like, man, I don't want to break this 100. Like, I don't want to have all this change in my pocket. So it kind of puts a restriction on you a little mentally. But it ain't going to stop you from buying if you don't want to buy it. But at least you have the physical cash in hand. Versus credit or card. I 100% disagree with how I think that company's going to go bankrupt eventually. Because a lot of people are going to either detach from that company because it's not attached to your credit at all. This is all purely connected to your just bank account that you can cancel, that you can just leave empty, for real, that you can report fraud to. So there's going to be a lot of fraud in this buy now, pay later, this Klarna. It's not connected to your credit, so it doesn't hold on you, doesn't stay on you. These companies basically are using like a trust system. How do you trust motherfuckers that don't got money? I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section about this. Are y'all using this service? Have y'all used the service? And this is on groceries too. It's one thing to have electronics and you still possess the electronics when you're done paying it off. But like groceries, bro, you gonna eat them groceries up in a week. And then you're gonna need more money for some more groceries so you can eat, because this is food. You need to eat. Even DoorDash is partnered with Klarna. So people are DoorDash and Klarna. I have a video in my comment, and you know, if I'll probably link the video in the description so y'all know. Even DoorDash is linking with Klarna so people can afford their DoorDash on Klarna. So you paying for something that you don't pay for 2 weeks later. So you eating a burrito that you eat 2 weeks later. Shit's getting hectic out here, man. And it's not gonna benefit, like, people gotta understand, the money that you spend now for fun, you really have to pay that back later. You gonna probably pay interest on it. But I guess people don't understand the concept of interest. These banks, they sit in the back, shaking hand, doing that, with the evil laugh, bro. Because they see people making ignorant decisions. You use a credit, damn near, or interest credit to pay for something that you ate at the moment. Believe me, if I ate a chicken sandwich, I don't want to pay for that motherfucker 2 weeks later, I'll tell you that. You know what? I'm good. I'm not paying Klarna back. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to unlink this account and I'm going to report fraud. Just cause, you know what I'm saying? But if it's some item like a computer, a phone that I have still current possession of, that's different. Even concert tickets is a little risky. If I'm be honest, if the website doesn't offer buy now, pay later, I wouldn't use no external sources. And I don't want the item until I pay it fully off. If I can't afford the item fully, I don't want to get the item yet. Don't give me the item in the concert ticket that I'm paying off a concert ticket 5 months down the road, because I want to get the extended monthly payment plan for my $500 Lollapalooza ticket, my Rolling Loud ticket. Yes. The shit get hectic, bro. If you know, you know. If you have this with your finances, you would know this is a bad decision. So y'all tell me what y'all think inside the comment section, because they basically saying the Gen X is doing it. Of course, the kids don't give a damn. They don't care. They just want the money now. They're not working because they lazy, and then they never pay the money back. And then since they're not working, and they thinking the money is free when it's not free, the next check is going to go straight to Klarna. Or buy now, pay later, pay that. You're going to snatch it right out. And then you're like, man, I don't have no money. I got to do it again. I gotta take some Klarna again and pay for the next week's. So now you're a week behind on payments, so now you either gotta hustle next week, don't do it the day prior, or don't eat that week. best to just hustle and bustle. Because at the end of the day, these companies gonna get their money somehow. You know what I'm saying? Or they're gonna sell the debt off somehow, but they gonna get their money. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section for real. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment about what you think, if this is a good idea or not. If you think, okay, maybe if it's temporary, give me your explanation. If you want to justify it in the comment section. Tell me why this is a good option. I'm going to tell you why it's a bad option. It's a slippery slope you don't want to get into, but that's my personal opinion now. Y'all tell me that in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, because it's your boy Angelo Savage. Peace. Let's go.